Hello everyone, my name is Angelina and I welcome you all to MNS Classroom channel. So today we will be doing the 12th standard biology chapter named Biodiversity and Conservation. Now this chapter is very important from terms of biology, if you see, as well as it is very important when it comes to GK, because this chapter has a lot of extra knowledge which you can gain, which will help you in your GK, especially when it comes to national parks. Okay, so it will be like doing two things at one time, so learn this chapter well. So, our first MCQ for the day is deforestation will decrease, and your options are A. Soil erosion, B. Landslides, C. Soil fertility, and D. Rainfall. Now, pause the video and answer the question. So, students, the correct answer for this question is deforestation will decrease rainfall. So, students, basically, when there are trees have roots, right? So, these roots will hold on to the soil. So, as a result, it will prevent soil erosion. So, when there are more trees, there will be less soil erosion. So, basically, if you go to see, deforestation will increase soil erosion. Now this soil erosion, if you see on large scale, when soil erosion happens in large scale, then it we call it as landslide. When it comes falling down from the mountain or any slopy region. So the correct answer over here is rainfall. The next question which we have over here is national park associated with rhinoceros is, and your options are A. Kaziranga, B. Ratambor, C. Corbett, and D. Flower of Valleys. Valley of Flowers, sorry. Valley of Flowers. So pause the video and answer the question. So the correct answer for this question is the national park associated with rhinoceros is A. Kaziranga National Park. So now we'll do a little extra information about Kaziranga. So Kaziranga National Park is in Assam in the first place. It is famous for one-horned rhinoceros. One-horned rhinoceros. Okay. Now we will learn about some about the other options in the MCQs. The correct answer is Kaziranga. Okay. Next we have Ranthambore National Park. Ranthambore National Park is basically in Rajasthan. It is in Rajasthan. Okay, and it is famous for tigers. Ranthambore National Park. It is in Rajasthan and it is famous for tigers. Okay. The third option which we have is Corbett. Full form is Jim Corbett National Park. Jim Corbett National Park. Okay. Now, Jim Corbett National Park, it is famous for its tigers. Okay. Now, you need to remember this park, this national park. It's very important. Jim Corbett is in Uttarakhand. It is in Uttarakhand. Okay. Now you need to remember some things, some facts about this national park, that is Jim Corbett National Park. That is, it was the first national park of India. The first national park of India. And ever since this national park was made, its name was changed 3 times. How many times? 3 times. So you don't need to remember all the names, just remember the first name and the current name. So the first name which it had was, the first name which it had was Hylian. Hylian National Park. Okay, and now its current name is Jim Corbett National Park. Okay, now as I already told you, in Jim Corbett National Park we have tigers. So this was the park where Tiger Project had started. Now Tiger Project is also very important. Um, so we will discuss about Tiger Project. So Tiger Project, also called as Project Tiger, it started in 1973. Remember the date, that much only. Tiger Tiger Project, it was first started in Jim Corbett National Park, which was in Uttarakhand. It was in Uttarakhand, and this national park was the first national park of India. Okay, and finally the last option which we have is Valley of Flowers. Valley of Flowers is in Kerala. Kerala. Okay. Now, when you hear the word valley, you need to remember other two national parks. So, you need to remember uh, Pin Valley National Park. Pin Valley National Park is in Himachal Pradesh, and the second one which you need to remember is Silent Valley. Silent Valley National Park. Silent Valley National Park is in Kerala. Okay, so these are the two other national parks which you need to remember, which has the name Valley. Okay, so don't get confused. And Valley of Flowers, that was another one which we were learning about. Valley of Flowers. Okay, so so these are the three national parks, three of them, which have the term valley in it. So don't get confused. There is Pin Valley, there is Silent Valley, and there is Valley of Flowers. Pin Valley is in Himachal Pradesh, Silent Valley is in Kerala, and Valley of Flowers is in Uttarakhand. Okay. Okay, so we are done with the second MCQ. Let me just tell you the answer again. The correct answer was Kaziranga, one horn rhinoceros over here, as you can see. Okay. So the third MCQ, Ranthambore National Park is situated in, and your options are A. Maharashtra, B. Rajasthan, C. Gujarat, and D. Uttar Pradesh. So the correct answer for this is B. Rajasthan. Ranthambore National Park is in Rajasthan. I used to remember it as R for R. Ranthambore, Rajasthan. RR. So I used to remember like that. Okay. Our fourth MCQ which we have is MAB stands for, and your options are Men and Biology Program, Men and Biosphere Program, Mammals and Biosphere, Mammals and Biology Program. Pause the video and answer. So the correct answer for this is B, Men and Biosphere Program. So this thing was started in 1971, and this project or this program, basically, that is MAB, it is linked to Biosphere Reservation, and it was launched by the UNESCO. Okay, the UNESCO. Okay, so we are done over here. So the fifth one which we have is a number of national reserves have been created to conserve specific wildlife species. Identify the correct combination from the following, and the options are Gir Forest tiger, Kaziranga elephant, Ran of Kutch wild ass, Manas Wildlife Sanctuary is musk deer. So the correct answer for this question is C, Ran of Kutch. So Gir Forest, which is there, it is not famous for tigers. It is famous for its lions. Kaziranga, as I told you, it is not famous for its elephants, it is famous for its one-horned rhinoceros. And Manas Wildlife Sanctuary, musk deer won't be present in Manas Wildlife Sanctuary in the first place. So, Ran of Kutch, that is wild ass. Wild ass is also the state animal of Gujarat. Ran of Kutch is basically in Gujarat, and it's Gujarat's state animal, as you would call it, is wild ass. Okay. So students, the sixth MCQ which we have is species confined to a particular region and not found anywhere else is termed as, and your options are A, rare, B, keystone, C, alien, and D, endemic. So the correct answer for this is, so confined to a particular region, not found anywhere else. This is the key word basically, and the correct answer is endemic. Okay, the correct answer is endemic species. Okay, the organized, okay, so we're done over here. The seventh MCQ which we have is the organization which publishes the red list of species is, and your options are A, ICFRE, B, IUCN, C, UNEP, or D, WWF. So the answer for this is B, IUCN. So I will explain these terms to you. So now the first thing was ICFRE. Okay, big word, I know. So this is the Indian Council of Forestry Research and Education. Okay, ICFRE full form is Indian Council of Forestry Research and Education. इसका हेडक्वार्टर किधर है? देहरादून में है. Okay, so this was your option A, which was there. The second option which was there, that was, I mean, that is the correct option basically, that is IUCN, that is the International Union of Conservation and National and Natural Resources. What you need to remember over here is its headquarter. So its headquarter, international headquarter, if you go to see international headquarter, it is in Gland near Geneva, Switzerland. Okay, near Geneva, Switzerland. Basically, remember Switzerland. Don't go to learn all that thing. It is in Switzerland. And the other thing, is the national headquarter of IUCN, national headquarter, that is headquarter in India. It is in New Delhi. New Delhi. Okay. So okay, we are done over here. And these two, yeah, WWF, WWF, yes, WWF, that is World Wild Fund for Nature. Over here you need to remember the logo. It is a panda, not panda, panda. Okay. Then over here you need to remember the headquarters, that is, it is again in Switzerland. सब कुछ स्विट्जरलैंड में ही है, याद रख लेना. Okay, and if you see its national headquarter will be in New Delhi. New Delhi. Okay, New Delhi national. In India its headquarter is in New Delhi. Now you need to remember that you need to remember that its old name was World Wildlife Fund. Its old name was World Wildlife Fund. New name is this. So the eighth MCQ which we have is, which one of the following is not used for ex situ plant conservation? And your options are A. Field Gene Bank, B. Seed Bank, C. National Park, D. Botanical Garden. So the correct answer for this is, so over here in this MCQ they're basically asking us not they're asking us for not ex situ. Basically they're asking us for in situ, okay, meaning in the site. So that is the correct answer is national parks, C, national parks. So let me explain this word ex situ and in situ. Okay, so the word in situ, basically it means situ meaning site. That is, it could be the jungle, or it could be the forest, it could be the wetland, it could be the desert, it could be a mountain region, wherever the animal is born and brought up, that is its natural habitat. So it is in its natural site, okay, natural site, it is in its natural habitat. Best word to use is habitat. Okay, in its natural habitat. Okay, in situ, that is the animal, whatever, tiger, lion, koi bhi ho, it is protected and conserved in its natural habitat. Okay, that is the term ex situ in situ conservation, sorry, in situ, in site. Okay, uh, the and obviously ex situ is opposite of is ulta. Okay, ex situ means X in the first place means exit, exit, out. Okay, exit, out. Okay, ex situ means outside, or basically you could call it artificial conditions. Artificial conditions. So whatever the animal or the bird or reptile koi bhi hai, it is removed from its natural habitat and it is protected and conserved in artificial, man-made, human-made conditions. Okay, that is ex situ. X for exit, outside its natural habitat in artificial condition. Okay, so yeah, so ninth MCQ, this is very important in terms of GK, huh? GK, in terms of GK this MCQ is very important. Okay, which one of the following expanded forms of the following acronyms is correct? Okay, so your options are A. IPCC, that is International Panel for Climate Change, B. UNEP, United Nations Environment Program, C. EPA, that is Environmental Pollution Agency, and D is IUCN, International Union for Conservation of the Nation. Okay, so they are asking us for the correct one, and the correct option of this is B. So the correct answer for MCQ number 9 is B, UNEP, that is United Nations Environment Program, and the logo is over here, as you can see, United Nations Environment Program. Okay, now we'll learn some extra information about UNEP, that is United Nations Environment Program. इसका headquarters is in Nairobi, Kenya. Kenya's capital is Nairobi, basically. Okay, it is in Nairobi, Kenya, and the head is Inger Anderson. Okay, Inger Anderson. Okay, United Nations Environment Program. Okay, that is the correct option. Option B. Okay, now we'll talk about the other three options. So the first thing which you need, the thing you need to remember, IPCC's full form is Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. What is it? Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. Okay, so we will learn little extra about IPCC. You have to remember that the headquarters of this is in Switzerland. Okay, it was started in 1988, and its head is Hoising Lee. Okay, that is the Intergovernmental Panel for Climate Change, IPCC. Intergovernmental Panel for Climate Change. Headquarters is in Switzerland, and the head is Hongsung Lee. Okay, then EPA, that is Environmental Protection Agency, not Pollution Protection Agency. Environmental Protection Agency. Now this EPA, which is there, that is only for the United States of America, USA. Okay, it is the Environmental Protection Agency only for the USA. Its headquarters is in Washington DC. DC का full form, if anyone asks you, it is District of Columbia. DC full form is District of Columbia, and its head is Michael S. Wait a second, no A. Michael S. Okay. So that is EPA, that is the Environment Protection Agency of USA only. Then the last one is IUCN. It is not nation. Okay, it is not nation. Okay, International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources. If we talk about IUCN, then its headquarters is in Geneva, Switzerland, and its Director General is Dr. Bruno Oberle. Okay, Dr. Bruno Oberle. Okay, so this is very important. I discussed with you all the full forms, as well as the headquarters, as well as who is the head of these organizations. Okay. Yes, and final second last MCQ which we have is Chipko movement was launched for the protection of and your options are A, livestock, B, wetlands, C, grasslands, or D, forests. Okay, and the correct answer for this is D, forests. Okay, it is D, forests. Now let us see something more about Chipko movement. Now when you hear the word Chipko movement, you need to remember this person's name, that is Sundarlal Bahuguna. He recently expired, I think so, in the month of March or something. Okay, Sundarlal Bahuguna. Okay, now this Chipko movement had taken place in Uttarakhand, which was at that time in UP. That time it was in UP, but now it broke up and it broke apart from Uttar Pradesh, and it's become a separate state, Uttarakhand. Okay, so you need to remember it happened in Uttarakhand. Okay, now there is a similar movement which you need to remember, that is the Appiku movement. This Appiku movement, it followed the principles of Chipko movement. Follow the principles of Chipko movement. And where did this Apikku movement take place? It took place in Karnataka. Where did it take place? It took place in Karnataka. What is the name? It is Apikku movement. It's very similar to Chipko movement only. Only difference is Chipko movement took place in Uttarakhand and the Apikku movement took place in Karnataka. Okay, and so it followed the principles of Chipko movement. Okay, now over here, livestock, wetlands. World Wetland Day is celebrated on the 2nd of Feb. Important. Okay. Now we have come to our last MCQ, that is the 11th one. Which one of the following is considered as a hotspot of biodiversity in India? And your options are A. Western Ghats, B. Indo-Gangetic Plain, C. Eastern Ghats, or D. Aravalli Hills. And the correct answer is A. Western Ghats. So this is a picture of the Western Ghats, as you can see. So Aravalli Hills, they are in Rajasthan. It's in Rajasthan. Okay. Indo-Gangetic Plains, as we know, that will be the Gangas and its tributaries. And Eastern Ghats are on the eastern coast over here, eastern coast of India. Okay. So now I will give you all a little extra information. Okay, so you need to remember that there are in the whole world, if we talk about the whole world, there are 36 biodiversity hotspots. How many? 36 biodiversity hotspots. Okay, in the whole world, if we are talking about. And out of these 36, there are 4 in our India. 4 are in India. Whole world, there are 36 biodiversity hotspots. Out of these 36, there are 4 present in India. And those are the Western Ghats. Then we have the Indo-Burma region. Then we have the Himalayas, and we have the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So these are the four biodiversity hotspots which are there. That is the Western Ghats. The Indo-Burma region is basically, if I show you, it is this region over here, Indo-Burma region. And so these are the Himalayas. Okay, this whole range, Himalayas. Then we have, let me clear this off. We have the Himalayas, we have the Indo-Burma region, we have the Western Ghats, and we have the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. These are the 4 biodiversity hotspots out of the 36 biodiversity hotspots which are in total all around the world. So with this, I end the video. I hope you all understood everything and I have explained everything in detail. Okay, thank you for watching, and please do like and share and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.